Good day, everyone. My name is Emmanuel. I am the brother to the missing baby at the Prophet Jeremiah Church. Please, I just want to ask you people for one thing. Please help us. We need justice. Since the day my brother is missing, since that day, my mommy have not been sleeping. She'll be thinking about our baby. Please help us. We need him. We need him. Please, we need vengeance for him to come back to us. My mommy has been crying. She has been crying every day. She's crying. I heard it be paining her every day. Please, because of this matter, please help us. Because of my mom, please help us. Please, we need justice so that our baby testimony will come back to us. Please, that's all what we need. Please, we need justice. We need justice. Please, everyone, help us. Help us to get our baby testimony. Anyway, you can help us. Please help us to get the baby testimony. Thank you.
The brother to the missing baby in Mercy City. Please help us. Nigerians, help us. Please, I beg you. I want us to be 4 back. Now we are 3. Please help us. I want us to be 4 back. Please try any of your possible best to get him for me. Please help us. Nigeria, help us. President Buhari, help us. Please help us. Thank you, Nigeria.
Greetings, people. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger yet again on another episode of the Enlightenment series. This is my appeal to the Nigerian people, to the Nigerian community, to the responsible and the law enforcement in Nigeria. We have a case here that needs your intervention. To anyone that has a voice in Nigeria, this is my plea to you. We have a situation. We have a story of a humble family, of a poor family that has been taken advantage of, that is being taken for granted, that is being denied justice, that is being oppressed. This is oppression. That is being victimized by a religious entity, by a Christian church in Wari, which is being led by the famous prophet who calls himself the TB Joshua of Wari, Jeremiah Omoto. Jeremiah Omoto has been known to be a cheerful giver. That's how he has branded himself. He has been seen in so many instances giving money to people that go there seeking help or financial assistance. He has been seen on record giving huge sums of money to the people that he claims are poor. But however, we've come to a realization that all this is done to clean his image and to protect his image and to hide some atrocious things that he does behind the scenes. He is not the man that we see on the TV. He is not the man that we see on digital platforms. He's far away from the image that he has cooked or managed for himself on digital platforms. He has shown his lack of compassion when it comes to the case of these children, when it comes to the case of this family. This is a very humble family that lost their child, their 2-year-old child. These little brothers lost their 2-year-old brother, little brother, at Jeremiah Omoto's church. When they had gone with their mother, Ruth Matthews, who's disabled, she's crippled, she's physically challenged. And I believe they took advantage of her. They knew she can't fight this battle for long. But I'm proud of the woman. She's relentless. Her life is at risk as we talk. They want her gone. They want to shut her up. They are willing to do anything for this woman not to see the light of the next day because they think she's a threat. But I want to warn them as well on this note that in as much as you think Ruth is a threat, I am more, and we are more of a threat to the kingdom of Jeremiah Omoto than Ruth is. Because the issue of Ruth has become global. So many eyes are watching. So many people are waiting for results to know what happened to her child. So anything happens to Ruth, if I don't hear from Ruth in 24 hours, it's enough for me to make public of all the other things that she has confessed to me and the threats that she has been getting from Jeremiah Omoto's people. So Jeremiah and your administration, if you are wise, Ruth must be your top priority, and you must make sure she's safe at whatever cost, even if anything befalls her and it's not you. All the fingers will point at you because you're the one that has been threatening her. And she's not the only one that is being threatened by Jeremiah Omoto. There are so many other women, pregnant women, that Jeremiah Omoto is threatening to be silent. His concubines, 5 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, that is threatening to do abortions. How do you do an abortion at 6 months? This sounds like hearsay, but I have their testimonies. I have their videos. So even if Jeremiah does anything to them today, and I don't hear from them, it's confirmation that he has done something, has made them disappear. I have all the evidence to back up everything that I'm saying. So if anything happens to Ruth, if anything happens to any of the victims that are in touch with me, Jeremiah should be held accountable. And I'm appealing to the whole world, to the international criminal justice system, to intervene. Because our countries in Africa are lawless. The law enforcement agencies in Africa are corrupt. They'll never fight for justice. They can be bought with money. They don't stand for justice. They've been compromised. So if you're watching me from any international board, if you have ways and means to help us fight this injustice to humanity that is happening in the churches in Africa, this is the only case. These are the only few cases that are visible or that are known to the world. But so much is happening. So many lives are being destroyed behind the scenes. So many people are crying. They've trusted these churches. These churches were supposed to be institutions of solace, of comfort. But they've become the most dangerous institutions under the sun. Young girls are being raped. Young boys are being molested. Young kids are disappearing in these churches. And they are being used for occultic sacrifices. The church has become so dangerous. It has hurt so many people. Some are still quiet because they're afraid they will not be heard. And the sons and daughters of these charlatans, they keep on supporting their fathers, their spiritual fathers, as they call them, because they don't know what they are doing. They have not yet become victims. That's why they see the need to support all their atrocious activities. But I'm appealing to the nation of Nigeria, to anyone who can help us get justice for this family, anyone who can help us get justice for Ruth Matthew. Ruth Matthew attended Jeremiah Omoto's church because she wanted help. She thought she would get prayer from Jeremiah Omoto. She paid money to see Jeremiah Omoto. A lot of money that she had hardly earned, considering her condition. That's not money that she can wake up and get on the table without working hard for it. She sweated for every little penny that she gave to Jeremiah so that she can be admitted into seeing him as consultation or one-on-one as they call it. After she was done the consultation, she goes to look for her children. One is missing. The little one, the youngest, is missing. The same one that Jeremiah had admired prior to her consultation with the woman, that, oh, this young man has a bright future. He's going to be a billionaire. There's a star on him that I'm seeing. Are you sure this is your son? Oh, you are very blessed. This son has so much power in him. That's what Jeremiah said the first time he saw that child. So is it by coincidence that the child went missing? after Ruth had gone for consultation, and these kids were left at the kids section to play with other kids. And she mysteriously disappeared. And there's no account, there's no record which shows what happened on that particular day. Inasmuch as there are CCTVs everywhere at this church of Jeremiah, they've been adamant, they've been stubborn to give us a response as to what happened to the child. They don't want to let us know what happened to the child. Instead, they're peddling lies against the woman, that she's the one that sold her own child. Sold her own child. They are saying she's mentally disturbed. Then prove it to us that she's mentally disturbed. Show us a record which shows that she's lying. And the record is with you if you have not yet deleted it from your CCTV footages. And the police that you brought for investigation, we don't even know what happened after the investigations. The young lady even made an effort to approach this popular humanitarian TV show called Brekete to tell her testimony on that show. For 5 days, she had booked a hotel. She had no idea about Abuja. She does not know anything, but she traveled all the way to Abuja so that she can have her case heard. Because she's fighting for justice. She has no peace. She's missing a child. Her child. Imagine if you miss your own child. How will you react? How will you deal with it? That's the situation that this poor woman is in right now. She can't sleep at night. As you heard, the kids are talking, are saying, my mommy is always crying, thinking about her little one. Please, Jeremiah, bring back testimony. Bring back this little one. We don't know how many other kids you have taken with you. And we don't know what you're doing with these kids. Nigeria has been known to be a place whereby these ritual activities are being done. There are so many ritual activities going on. Kids are always missing each and every day. And if you look at the statistics, they target boys. They target young boys. We don't know if they're taking these boys to groom them. We don't know if they're using them, as rats in a lab. If they're grooming them to become their runner boys or whatever. But there are now so many things that we are thinking about concerning the disappearance of these boys. But my appeal on this video is about the missing child testimony that disappeared at Jeremiah Omoto's shrine. We need everyone to be on board, and we are not going to drop this case until justice has been served. We are not going to stop talking about this case until Ruth gets her justice. There is nothing that can be done to cover up this matter until the testimony has been found. Until we know what happened to testimony. We will fight for Ruth until we get justice for her. And nothing is going to happen to her. Nothing was going to happen to her. She will be alive to tell her story. I know, Jeremiah, you're doing everything you can to silence her. I have proof of everything that I'm saying. The threats, everything. But I'm just waiting for the right time. I hope that right time doesn't come before you do the right thing. So please, people, help us bring justice to testimony. Help us bring justice to Ruth Matthew. She needs our help to fight this case. She can't fight it alone. She's incapacitated. I don't know where you're watching me from. If there's anything you can do to help us fight this and win this. Victory to her is a victory to all of us. It's a victory to many. This is crime against humanity. And it's happening in the church. It's happening in the church. There are so many other things happening in these churches that you all go to fellowship. They are not of God. These are ritualistic institutions. They are not of God. So let's come together and help this family. Let's fight for their justice in any way possible. They deserve justice. As long as I breathe, I'll make sure they get the justice. Jeremiah is a non-entity. These false prophets are non-entities in the kingdom of God. You should not be afraid of them. We should not be afraid of them. They are criminals. They deserve to be behind bars. They have to be brought to book. We don't care how long it will take, but it's a fight that is worth fighting. So with that being said, I'll check you out on the next episode of the Enlightenment series. It's Mr. Pull the Trigger. I'm out.